Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another edition, another episode, another podcast episode of the Speak Out Now podcast, and I'm your host, Darius Silver, aka Mr. GQ, and I'm excited to bring back some more exciting, hot, quality, and some important topics for you guys, for you, the viewer, you, the people, you, the individual, to help you be motivated and inspired to keep on going, keep on pushing, and help you inspire others around you. And if you're a new viewer to this podcast, thank you for tuning in. For one, it's much appreciated. I value that very much and tremendously. And if you're a returning viewer, you know what it is. It's much love to you. It's always love to you, the returning viewers that come back to my podcast week in and week out, and day in and day out. It's much appreciated, and I'm excited to bring some more. I'm excited to bring back a exciting episode and an exciting topic for you guys. That's my goal every episode, to bring quality, important topics, hot topics that's relevant to you, me, society. Whoa. What are you doing? You forgetting to hit the subscribe button? Stop it. What are you doing? You watching the Speak Up Now podcast, and you watching your host, Darius Silver, aka Mr. GQ, give you some unbelievable content. What are you doing? I need you to subscribe right now. Check out my social media platforms that you see on the screen, Facebook, Instagram, and this platform, YouTube. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you continue to tune in and watch the full episode. Come on now. This is the Speak Up Now podcast, where we're inspiring others to speak up and do better. Come on now, subscribe. Come on, subscribe. All right, let's get you back to the full episode. Boom, people, which is you guys. So, if you're ready for today's episode, one, stay tuned, keep on watching the video, one. But two, make sure you leave a like on this video as always. And three, most importantly, if you're a returning viewer, say it with me. If you're a new viewer, pay attention. If you're ready for today's episode, say it with me. Let's ride. So, for today's episode, it's kind of not important. It's very, very important, really. But it's something that I pretty much haven't talked about publicly or on camera ever. I don't think so. But I feel like it's, I'm gonna say it's needed, but I feel like I just want to have an opportunity to voice my side or voice my take on this particular topic or scenario or situation that's going on in today's world. So, for today's topic is current events, pretty much centered around today's layoffs in today's society, in today's corporate world, in today's just overall job situations and whatsoever. And to tell you the truth, I'm gonna be frank with you guys. I'm gonna be very, very blunt. I know I might be young. I haven't seen as much as other people have that's older than me, but honestly, I have not seen so many layoffs in my life. Truthfully, I have not seen so many layoffs in my life. Seems like every single day we turn the news, CNBC, Yahoo Finance, CNN, regular news, local news, whatsoever, state, local, national, it's layoffs every single day. From big tech companies, mid-sized companies, or even small companies. It's like every single day when you turn on look on your phone, or online on the computer, or if you're watching the news, watching CNBC, business videos, whatsoever, you seeing every single day, this company is laying off 6% of the workforce. This company is laying off 2% of the workforce. Or this company is laying off 15% of the workforce. And it's like, for me, in my lifetime, I've never seen so many layoffs in my life. I mean, obviously, that goes along with working in the workforce, that goes along with working in corporate America, that goes along with just having a job in general. Your job is never pretty much fully guaranteed and safe. I understand that particular point. But I'm speaking on the point where the layoffs, whichever, like, I feel bad because, in retrospective, for other people who have been laid off or who will get laid off in the future, like, it's not going. To be frank with you guys, most people can't control layoffs unless you're an executive, whatsoever. But most players and employees in the world can't control layoffs, so I can't really say it's gonna stop gonna happen. It's gonna continue to happen. That's the way it is. But what I can say, whatsoever, but the sad the sad thing is like, and I said this before to myself and to my people in my circle, small group, it's like, it's not our fault, not me, not individuals, it's not our fault, meaning individuals that's working in these companies or whatever. It's not their fault, and it's not our fault that the company or the hiring team or the management team or whatever leadership team overhired or over budgeted or spent too much, or you know what I'm saying, it's not the individual's fault, and they're not being penalized. It's the employees being penalized in the worst way, losing their jobs, losing this, losing that, and once they lose their jobs, and they act like it's so easy to find another job quickly. In today's market, in today's society, in today's, you know what I'm saying, economy, every single job application, every single company, when the job posting opens, most of the time, it's over 100, 150 applicants average or more. So when companies lay off individuals and act like, oh, they should be fine, they have enough experience, have enough background, have enough skills, they can find jobs just like that. They don't understand that particular point because, or don't really care, they don't understand, or they don't care that the job market or the economy or job economy is not, I won't say fair, but it's not as balanced as it should be. Every job application, I don't care if it's entry level, mid-senior level, or senior level, or most job applications that you see online, minimum, I promise you, minimum of 100, 150 applicants or 200 applicants all the time. And you mean to tell me it's that easy to stand out in the competitive job market? You understand, being competitive, like a competitive job market is supposed to be competitive. You understand, it's supposed to be fair. I understand that. So it's okay to try to help yourself stand out. I get that. But these companies, from a layoff perspective, don't understand that laying off someone, it shouldn't be an easy decision by just signing off on it. You know, yes, employees get severance. Yes, it depends on how moral the company is moral, but at the same time, severance pay, after severance pay runs out, what happens to that particular individual who's been in the job market for over a year, 2 years after being laid off, or whatsoever? What does that say? So that stems with, like, I've never seen so many job cuts or job layoffs in my lifetime since I've been alive, honestly. So I mean, I know this episode is probably a shock to you guys, me talking about it, but it's real life, it's the truth. And my podcast is about real life events or about important topics. This is an important topic, job layoffs, because it affects everybody. It affects all skin tones, all genders, you know, big size companies, small, medium sized companies. It affects everybody, you know. I mean, I could get laid off tomorrow, or anybody can get laid off tomorrow. Anybody can get laid off next week, next month. It can happen to anybody. So when you see your peers or people that you know, or people that you don't know but you still from afar getting laid off, you know, I won't say feel sorry for them, but have some empathy, have some, you know what I'm saying, sympathetic feelings towards them, because it's like, it wasn't their fault. Like damn. I mean, and I'm gonna tell you one thing. The crazy thing about it is, and when you think about it and research it, and you see a company that lays off a percentage whatsoever, and then you go and look on their career website or their LinkedIn website whatsoever, they just laid off 6 to 10% of the workforce and you look on their website or career website or their job or their LinkedIn website, and you see they got 50 to 100 jobs open still after laying off people. What sense does that make? How does that add up? You're laying off 6 to 10% of your workforce, but still hiring for other 50 to 100 more job roles. What sense does that make? Tell me, in the comment section, let me know what sense does that make. And I understand. I'm not saying I'm an economist or I'm the most expert or I'm a subject matter expert, but I'm giving from a perspective from someone who doesn't make those decisions, or coming from a perspective of asking like, how is it adding up? Why is this happening? Like, that's the perspective I'm coming from. Not coming from a subject matter expert perspective. I'm not coming from there. But we have to talk about the details too. Like, it's not adding up. Like, the only time you probably think of it is going in this economy, whatsoever is happening like this, maybe 2008, and before that, you can ask yourself when. Like, you can ask any average individual in today's age generation, when have you seen so many layoffs like that? Like, you apply for a company, it's like, or any like tech company or any just regular company in general, employees are low-key kind of scared which type of company they apply to, or which type of company they take an offer from, because they know the job is not, safe, or they have that stability in their role. They don't know that. It's like, understand that most jobs that you take in today's world is not, you don't know if it's stable or not stable, stability, but you will hope so. You will hope so. So, my advice to anybody right now, or in the job market or job economy, or someone who's been laid off or is looking for other opportunities and want to make sure you make the right choice, the biggest advice I could give to you is know your industries. Know which industries are recession proof. Like, my advice to you, watch a lot of Shark Tank. That's a small little way of TV that helps you think about certain things, to help make you make smart decisions about your business or about your corporate career. And it makes you think about stuff. So that's my biggest advice for you. Know which industries are recession proof, or know what roles are recession proof. But my main advice to you is know what industries are recession proof. Healthcare, hospitals, stuff like that. Manufacturing, supply chain. Like, no industries that are recession proof that has to go on continuously all the time. Within a recession. That's my biggest advice. That's my biggest advice to you who's listening right now. All right. So I want to make this episode about layoffs, and it's a whole topic that you could talk about for hours on end, but not get into the grimy details of it. But I want to give you a short perspective or a short summary of like today's world. If you're not paying attention or not know what's going on, or for someone who's not in the corporate world, layoffs are happening every day, literally every day. Might be a big company or a small company, a medium-sized company. They're happening every day, and everybody's really like watching over their shoulders, like, man, am I next? Or always looking for other opportunities, but can't speed that process up because it's a process trying to find another opportunity. It's a process. So I got my title of this video is that I've never seen so many layoffs in my life, which is true. I don't care if it's a tech company or whatsoever, or a regular small medium-sized business. I've never seen so many layoffs in my life. I'm like, man, it's like, even when someone gets laid off, if they have severance or if they don't have severance, or they do get severance, it's like, man, you know how the process is of finding another job that pays good, with good helping, with good benefits, that could take you somewhere. You know how long it could take in the process. One too much plus competition. Companies don't understand that, or they do, but they just don't care. And I feel like someone has to speak up or say these things, or just express opinions about it, because who will? There's other people that does it, but the more people that talk about it, the more it's gonna be heard and listened to, and more discussions gonna be had about these situations. So I digress. That's my take on that. Like, and that's a whole subject about layoffs. That's a whole section about layoffs. A whole different discussions to go in and out with layoffs, the pros, the cons, the ins and outs of it. But I just want to get that off my mind, because I'm like, someone has to say something, So that's my take on layoffs. What is your guys' take on layoffs? Why are they happening? Do you think Obviously, you probably think it's fair. Nobody deserves to lose their jobs, obviously, especially if it's not their fault. Especially if the company, is not overhires or overspends. That's not the individual's fault. But again, leadership never pays whatsoever most of the time. They never get any type of consequence or any major decisions, but they get to sign off paper saying, oh, 6% gone, 15% layoff, 15% of the workforce is gone. It's like that's corporate America for you. That's the workforce for you. But that's my take on layoffs. Let me know if you enjoyed this episode, this series episode. Let me know your opinions and takes on it. If you agree or disagree, let me know. And stay tuned for another episode, another edition of Speaking Up Podcast in the coming days after this episode. And let's go ahead and end this episode the right way, as it should. Before, make sure you check out my other episodes that I have released so far. You won't be disappointed. But let's go ahead and end this episode the right way. Stay mellow. Keep that mellow mind. Stay focused. Keep that narrow path to prosperity and growth. And as my man Cam Newton says, you got one finger, one pinky, one thumb, one love. Boom. I'm out.